The following contest is scheduled for one fall, being accompanied to the ring by Sarita, Rosita, and Anarquia, representing Mexican America, Hernandez.
La Familia.
Yes, I like her. Mamacita.
Of course, Hernandez set the new title this week in this quarterfinal matchup, the Explosion Championship Challenge. A lot of ramifications coming out of this one. The winner of this next match will go on to face Alex Shelley next week for a spot in the finals. You can bet Hernandez wants that more than anything, wants to be part, and wants to go on to win the Explosion Championship Challenge.
That's pretty big right there. Look at Sarita's got those boots, man. Boots are made for walking. Rosita's got them too. Muy caliente.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Magnus, he is one half of the British Invasion, Douglas Williams.
And an interesting scenario has developed here with the Explosion Championship Challenge as a result of what we saw last week, Taz, when there was a double countout. And as a result of that, Magnus will now see a bye. He is in the finals of the Explosion Championship Challenge.
You said Magnus is seeing a bye?
He now receives a bye.
Oh, receives a bye. You said he sees a bye. Okay. I'm going a different direction, but we'll move on.
Well,
that's pretty huge.
Huge, and what could mean an interesting scenario there. If Douglas Williams goes on to win this match, and Douglas Williams goes on to beat Alex Shelley next week, we could have an all-British Invasion Explosion Championship Challenge Finals.
Well, wouldn't that be something? That'd be sweet, mate. That's my English accent. It's horrible. You said it. Thanks.
An interesting matchup here. Usually, to say Douglas Williams, no strength size, of course, lost there, but now he's in a matchup where his opponent, probably the stronger of the two.
Oh, no, Super Mex is definitely super strong. He's even stronger than you, JB. I mean, he's really strong.
He certainly spends a lot of time in the gym. He's one of the most powerful men on the Impact Wrestling roster. And as we look at Douglas Williams, going to rely on some of the submission, the European style that he has.
That's what you want to do, you know. You break down that big, strong, muscled-up dude, break him down, out-wrestle him, and glue him down on the mat a little bit. That's a good strategy.
And I'll tell you what, Magnus, since finding out he is going to the finals, has already planned a big party for his victory. A little cart before the horse, but he's invited Phil the Power Taylor. He's invited a bunch of people, some Brit stars, to help him celebrate.
Phil who?
Phil the Power Taylor.
Who the hell is that?
You should know who he is.
Does he play for the Colts?
Oh. Douglas Williams sitting in now a face lock, and certainly after we've seen Douglas Williams and Magnus compete, how interesting would it be?
Look at how, I'm sorry to interrupt you there while you were talking, but see how Hernandez got out of that front face lock? Usually a guy tries to get miscontrol and roll out. He just pushed off and used power.
Yeah, no thanks, don't want to be in that move.
Man, you were saying something before I interrupted.
Well, the winner of the Explosion Championship Challenge goes on to get a big knee, and that's patented. That's signature Douglas Williams, a big knee now, and of course, cinching the chin back. And
for the third time, what are you saying?
The winner of the Explosion Championship Challenge goes on to get a title shot of their choice right here on Explosion.
Well, that's big. That's big. Don't get hot either. I'm just trying to help you.
What would that mean?
It'd be huge. What do you mean, what would it mean?
Well, what would it mean if Douglas Williams goes on to win it? Would he opt for a tag team title match along with his partner Magnus? Or
I don't know. I don't have the answer. He can go for a singles title, X Division. He can go for whatever he wants. A world heavyweight title opportunity, you know. I have no clue, my friend. Oh, look at that. Nice short forearm there by Doug Williams. Are you okay with my answer? You fine with that?
Whoa, Douglas Williams to the floor. A little aerial assault.
Conduct unbecoming for the nasty Brit himself. Douglas Williams. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hey.
And this could break down. Obviously, what's that? Oh, wait a minute. Everybody out.
Jackson Jane, referee, just for it. Why don't you just let Sarita hang out there?
Let the ladies start.
Yeah, and Rosita.
Whoa, well, all right. Hang on a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
Anarquia has slid underneath the ring. Obviously, referee Jackson James has not seen that. Magnus going to the back. Along with the ladies, Sarita and Rosita.
Oh, you see Sarita's wearing that mask that we missed Test on for smashed up the face a few weeks back.
This matchup in the Explosion Championship Challenge continues when we return on Explosion. We are back. It's a matchup in the Explosion Championship Challenge semifinals. It's Hernandez versus Douglas Williams from the United Kingdom. And that t-shirt in the left hand of Hernandez has really almost cost him of the match. Almost disqualified. Look at this. Toss all over. Oh, wow.
That was nasty. I mean, Douglas Williams, right on the back of his neck.
And certainly after that, you gotta wonder what referee Jackson James will tolerate. Obviously, using that as a weapon to throw Douglas Williams, nearly landing just flat on his head. Look at the strength of Hernandez.
A backbreaker right on the lower back of Douglas Williams.
And a cover. The strength of Hernandez really unparalleled, unmatched.
Meanwhile, back on the ranch in Red Hook, Anarchy has stormed the ring, correct?
We have not seen him go to the back. Obviously, he crawled underneath the ring. Referee Jackson James still obviously no idea what has happened.
I used to know a vertically challenged man in a different company I worked for used to hang on under the ring.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Guy from Ireland.
Oh, okay. Well, how about Douglas Williams now, who's from the UK? Obviously now in a position of having to break one of those power moves and a clothesline that takes him down, and that's just the strength.
Straight up bull, man.
He's been so impressive in the Explosion Championship Challenge. Here's a cover. And now looking at Alex Shelley as an opponent to whoever goes on to win this matchup. Have to do a whole different style, a whole different type of match. Great elbow. Certainly we've seen both men compete very successfully over the last several months in tag team action. Obviously showing here, Taz, they can both hold their own in singles competition just the same.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I mean, both these men had success as singles.
Douglas Williams to his feet first. Hernandez up as well. Now time to capitalize. Here comes, big knee who's going to be stopped in his tracks, and Hernandez now a victim of a clothesline and a cover. Douglas Williams, 2 count.
Yeah, really trying to knot up that hamstring with that kick was Williams, and that's a good way to break down Supermax.
Those big right European uppercuts. Patented. Douglas Williams. Nobody delivers them like Douglas Williams.
There goes Williams. Watch this, look at this. Oh, nice counter by Hernandez. Oh!
Get out of the way. Cover, 1, 2. Thought that was it, Taz. It was like a freight train.
Yeah, I love that straight shoulder block. I could picture you if you were a wrestler, you using that move.
Yeah, I imagine you've seen me taking it a few times, but never give it.
I could see you run into one of the knockouts like that and drop him. There we go.
Into the corner. Douglas Williams getting out of the way at just the nick of time now, signaling to the crowd. Could be taking it to the top. High-risk maneuver coming up. And a big elbow from the top. That could do it. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Not enough to put away Hernandez. And here, Sarita back around ringside. And there's Anarchia.
Oh! Now you knew it was a matter of time.
And obviously, setting up the situation. Here comes Magnus with a big boot to the face of Hernandez. And what's fair is fair. Here's a cover, and that's gonna do it.
Here is your winner, Douglas Williams.
A plan that backfired right in the face of Hernandez via a big boot by that man, Magnus, enabling his tag team partner to go on to victory in the Explosion Championship Challenge, Taz. That means next week right here, it's going to be Douglas Williams taking on Alex Shelley. How about that?
Oh, very impressive. A smashing victory for Douglas Williams. Yeah, I used a little slang that's in smack.
I got a few things to teach you about it.
Are you going to teach me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do that in a little while. Teach me. Teach me about the road there, Big Ben.
Come on now. I will, certainly. We'd like to thank all of our great fans on the challenge. We're prime time now. So happy to be here. And you know it's celebrating in the UK right now with the Brits getting the victory.
Yeah, Rosita looks disappointed. I might have to console her later. Sorry, I shoot up the slope.
Always had a kind heart, didn't you, Taz? The bottom line is, how about it? Douglas Williams to face Alex Shelley next week right here on Explosion.